Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Engineer Gaming. We're back with our next monster guide, this time covering the new Meteor Goliath. Now again, we'll go over the structure here. Normally we would do video tutorials first, but Meteor Goliath doesn't have any, so we're going to do it a little bit differently. First off, we'll have abilities, and then we'll go into the playstyle of them, then specialized builds we have, and then we'll finish up with a quick summary. Now for his abilities, first up is Rock Throw. It has an 8-second cooldown in combat and out of combat. At stage 1, its damage is 584 with a velocity of 20 meters per second. Stage 2 does 600 damage with a velocity of 25 meters per second. Stage 3 does 642 damage with a velocity of 30 meters per second. Next up is Leap Smash. At stage 1, the damage is 332. It has a radius of 2.5 meters. Out of combat cooldown is 22 seconds and in combat is 11 seconds. Stage 2, the damage is 427 with a radius of 3.5 meters. Out of combat cooldown is 21 seconds and in combat is 10 seconds. Stage 3, the damage is 457, the radius of 5 meters. Out of combat cooldown is 20 seconds, and in combat cooldown is 9 seconds. Now we have Fire Breath. It has an 8-second cooldown both in combat and out of combat. Stage 1 damage is about 300, range is 25 meters, and a duration of 3 seconds. Stage 2, the damage is about 312, the range of 30 meters, a duration of 3 seconds again. And at stage 3, the damage is about 378 with a range of 40 meters, and again the duration is 3 seconds. And last of the abilities is Charge. It has an out-of-combat cooldown of 22 seconds and an in-combat cooldown of 10 seconds, and has a duration of 3 seconds throughout all the stages. Stage 1 damage is 300 with a range of 30 meters. Stage 2 is 387 with a range of 32. And stage 3 does 414 damage with a range of 35 meters. Meteor Goliath's melee goes in a combo of heavy, light, light, heavy, and there's about 3-second delay between each heavy, so you have enough time to get 2 lights off in that 3 seconds. A heavy melee does 225 damage, a light melee does 900 damage, and an in-cap melee does 112 damage. Meteor Goliath's Sneak Pounce has a range of 15 meters, and each hit in the Sneak Pounce does 84 damage. Now for Meteor Goliath's stamina recharge times. Out of combat, the first one will take 5 seconds to recharge, and the second and third will both take 10 seconds each to recharge. In combat, it'll take about half those, so the first one will take about 2 seconds, and then the second and third will each take 5 seconds to recharge. So this is just to help give you an idea if you're when to use your stamina, if you're thinking it'd be best to save them up and then go through them all right away or get them as they come. It doesn't really matter, they'll have the same recharge no matter what. Now for the playstyle of Meteor Goliath. The biggest thing to note is you can't play him like you play regular Goliath. Meteor Goliath's abilities all set the hunters on fire no matter what ability you use, so they'll take damage over time. Because of this, you don't want to focus hunters down like with Goliath. You want to keep switching between targets to maximize that dot damage, which also puts some stress on the medics. They have to keep healing multiple targets. His abilities also have really long cooldowns, so accuracy becomes very important with him. If you're missing a lot, you're going to have a hard time of getting people down. Now, some things to note with his abilities: Leap Smash is mainly used as traversal due to its very small radius, but be careful because it'll get interrupted by a lot of things such as the terrain, a wall, a small little tree, and even an airborne hunter if you can manage to hit that. Now, Fire Breath is a very versatile ability. It's your biggest damage dealer, and it's your most useful farming tool, and you can use it while walking around and even jumping, so use that to your advantage. And now, it's also helpful to save a traversal when you're running around, just in case you come across the canyon. It'll make crossing that a little bit easier, so you don't have to waste time going down and then back up, so you don't have to worry about the hunters catching you while you're doing that. Now for the builds. All our builds start and end with the same point spread, so we're going to talk about those, but the stage 2 point spread we're going to talk about in a second because that'll change depending on what hunters you're going up against. But for stage 1, you want to put 1 point Rock Throw, 1 Fire Breath, and 1 in charge. The Rock Throw and Fire Breath are to help you with farming and getting a bunch of meats early on, and in case you get domed, they'll help you deal a little bit of damage. And then charge is to make up for the fact that Leap Smash is a little bit crappy right now, so it'll help you with similar to another traversal, but it'll be better in a dome than Leap Smash, since Leap Smash is a lot harder to hit with. And then for stage 3, you end up with 3 Rock Throw, 3 Fire Breath, 2 Charge, and 1 Leap Smash. This is again to help you just deal as much damage as possible and to help give you a wide variety of tools. Now for our stage 2 builds, we have 2 specialized builds to deal with 3 individual hunters: Laz, Jack, and Slim. Laz and Jack use the same build where you want 2 in Rock Throw, 3 in Fire Breath, and 1 in Charge. For Jack, having the increased range on Fire Breath allows you to hit the hunters you're going for even if he's repulsing you, and you want to make sure that whenever he is repulsing you, that just burn through his fuel on that so he can't use it anymore, either by using a charge or jumping, or if you are fire breathing, just make sure you walk forward just to drain it a little bit more so it's harder for him to keep using it on you. Now for Laz, you want this extra point in fire breath because it gives you more range and damage, so it makes it a lot easier to find him when he cloaks. Now our Slim build is 2 Rock Throw, 2 Fire Breath, 1 Charge, and 1 Leap Smash at stage 2. Now this is because when you fight Slim, you always need to be moving around like normal, but you want to be keeping as much distance from Slim as possible, and he should be the one that you try and down last. You don't want to focus him, because as you do that, he'll just keep healing himself, and it'll be a very painful process to get him down. So having that 1 point in Leap Smash allows you to stay mobile enough during the fight while still dealing a little bit of damage if you can hit with it.
Real good. Thanks.
Samurai regenerative ray fully charged.
Shield juice is running out. Run! No more domes. I'm ready. Give me up so I can run far away! What's up? I need help!
That should guide you over! Cranked it! It's go!
You want the big gun?
Got it!
This is way better than the
Get me up!
Alright, that's our guide for Meteor Goliath. Let us know what you guys think, or if you have any other tips, you can put those in the comments below. Thanks for watching.